Escanor has finally been revealed, or more like a cover on him has been revealed, and Taizai is getting me excited right now for like this brand new arc. I guess this was like just technically wrapping it up and sort of leaving a lot of questions, I feel, with this arc and like what we've gone through. Like, since this feels like it's the end of the 7 deadly sins, but a beginning of something new. So the festival begins and like everyone's got all their new duds and stuff, and I'm sorry, but Galva, you are such a fucking tramp. What the fuck is that like shit that you're like wearing? It's like, oh, my cute lover made it and all that. I'm sorry, that looks fucking nasty as fuck. Like, Galva, like, just, I'm sorry, just put it the fucking way. Put it the fucking way. But Diane looking yum-yums. I'm just saying that right. Absolute yum-yums. That was just saying. I'm glad Merlin didn't change, but Ban. And if people don't know that about this as well with Ban, it only just hit me until I saw him in this outfit. And if people never saw, like, the manga's original work, he actually did a series called named Kongo Bancho, and pretty much Ban is just a tinier version, like, not a completely buffed out version of the main guy, Kongo, which is pretty awesome, actually. Like, he's made, like, a little reference to him within that outfit, and he looks absolutely beast, and not to mention with Ban's mission now going on from this stuff, because that was sort of, like, the real most important things about it, because like, but this chapter, mainly one things that we, like, really focused on is, like, we did get to see a few things, like, we get to see mainly more of the confirmation on, like, the little love stuff over there. We got to see, you know, Gil Thunder and the princess, them two finally kissing. It's like, everyone's sort of, like, happy and enjoying themselves, and, you know, you saw King there with Diane. I'm surprised he didn't make any moves. One thing that made me question as well, because we saw, like, the knights there, and one thing is, like, we saw Hauser there, and I'm like, what is Hauser doing? Why is he just staring into, like, is he just, like, contemplating like, everything that he's done in his life, or do you know what's going on? I just really want to see what's going on with like some of these knights and stuff like that. And another thing as well that I really big question on that we saw right in the middle of the chapter is that every single 7 deadly sins. We saw King, Diane, Galva, Ban, Meliodas, Merlin, and then we saw Escanor in the back because he looks exactly like the poster. So I'm guessing that he is pretty much just like there showing us what the last 7 deadly sins. He's like this old man, this like wise old man. I mean, people know that he is Pride. So I'm wondering, where the fuck is he? Is that maybe because he's Pride that he doesn't want to go back to them? Maybe he's like in trouble, but he doesn't want to ask the help or something like that. So I'm very curious as well what's going to happen with that. And it seems like now the next arc is honestly going to be focusing more on Ban, because we see at the end of this chapter that he's actually leaving at, like, and showing, you know, he's actually going to go to the forest again. Like, that's one thing that he's going to go, like the Fairy King's Forest, where that, you know, that holy ground was burnt down on that fateful day. And I'd highly recommend, you know, people to check out that little special chapter of Ban of what happened and everything, because that was a really important chapter, and I hope, you know, the anime don't let you miss anything out about that. But it seems like when he told King that, he's like, yo, I'm just going there. It's like, I feel like what's going to happen next is Ban's going to go on his journey. He's going to get himself into some dark, fucked up shit or something, you know, to revive, you know, the girl he loves, you know, King's sort of like sister. And what's going to happen right now? Is it going to, like, be Meliodas going to go after him or something like that? Or is Ban just going to return and he's going to, like, attack everyone? Either way, I feel like Ban isn't going to come out of this as the good guy. Like, I feel like he's going to either attack Meliodas in some way or someone in the gang, or he's going to, like, get them involved somehow. So there's a very big question about that, but mainly for this chapter, it was a lot of just build up. Like, the past pretty much, like, 3 chapters had just been building up this brand new arc. And one thing that leaves me with questions, like, Elizabeth was saying that her journey is over. So I'm wondering as well, like, is Elizabeth, like, just now not going to be a part of the story no more? Is she just going to, like, oh, I've done my part of the series, I'm just going to leave? That's one thing I don't want Elizabeth to leave. I mean, yeah, they finally, like, revealed, like the whole power that she had and all that. But I don't want her just to be like, oh, she has no reason to go anymore. Let her go. I feel like Meliodas should, like, stay together, both with her, like, with Elizabeth. I feel like, you know, all the sins should be together. I feel they should be awesome. But that's the thing right now. Where is the series going to exactly go? Because it feels very fast-paced of how we've pretty much already got 6 of the sins together right now. We just saw Escanor in this chapter, like a little picture of him. So there's a lot of questions going on right now in, like, 7 Deadly Sins. Like, where can it possibly go? Because honestly, if it just ends after this arc, then it's just going to feel very weird. Because I don't feel like, another question as well is that I don't feel like this arc with Ban is going to be that long unless it leads into this huge, big fucking thing. But that's, like, questions for, like, another time. I mean, I've pretty much said all I can really with this chapter. Pretty simplistic. Alpha's Trap, Diane Yum Yums, Ban looking like a fucking beast in his mission, and Escanor reveal. But apart from that, it's a solid chapter, just not too much content in it to talk about, which is mainly theories. So I'm going to give this a 5.5 out of 10. Like, it was a average chapter, but it did have those little theories and stuff that just put it above, like, you know, the 5 mark. But let me know what you think in the comment section down below. What do you think about this chapter of Taizai? But that's all from me. Also, thank you very much for watching as always, and I'll see you guys next time.